Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Hi, everybody. How we doing? Happy Wednesday. Pendle, thank you. Butterfly Girl, I'm so excited for the stream. People are very excited for the stream. And I hope it turns out to be fun. I can say this, almost everyone will probably learn something about Wardens today, and that's a good thing. I don't know that it's going to be super exciting. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that we all learn a lot, share some ideas, and I hope that I have a list of things that are like, here's some do's and here's some don'ts about how to design levels 3 and 4. That's pretty much it. So will we learn how to spell Warden? Did I? Mid-sentence. Okay. We haven't even started. You guys just exploding awesome everywhere. Unbelievable. Baboon, thank you for 50 gift subs, and Dragon Man, thank you for 100 gift subs. Are you for real? You two are crazy. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Charliette, thank you. Skadoodle. Oh my gosh, everybody, thank you. Cryo, thank you. Thank you guys so much. So much. Unbelievable. Okay. The goal of today is that we all share ideas, raise questions, and come up with a good way to build levels 3 and 4 that maximizes the Warden's capabilities and minimizes their many, many deficiencies. XP, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. So this is going to be a science stream. The whole thing is going to be in creative. We're not going on Hermitcraft today. So if you're waiting for Hermitcraft, not going to happen today. Nightshade, thank you so much. But I do hope we get some high interaction, a lot of chat. Please be patient if I don't see your question or comment. I will try to do my best to get to all of them. I have a list of things that I want to run through. Some of them I already know the answers to, and that's fine. We're just going to go over a lot of things for completeness. And then at the end, we're going to start talking about some proposed ideas that me and some of the patrons have kind of been brainstorming that I'm really excited about. And we'll see where that takes us. Did you remember to check the logs? I did, Bobzilla. Yeah, there was nothing in there. There was nothing. The words beast or ravager were not in the log files anywhere within the last 2 weeks. So I don't think named mobs are logged to the log file. I'd have to test that in a separate world. But I don't know. If so, that wasn't in the logs. I don't know what it would have been logged as. Will the Warden and Ravagers meet? No, because if they did, it would not end well for the Ravagers. Yeah, that would be very bad. Yeah, we are in 1.20, by the way, because a lot of the things that we're going to be doing today are going to rely on 120. So we are in the 120.pre2 that came out, like, what, a couple days ago, I think. Calibrated skull sensors allow us to do some stuff. They should totally be logged on the server. I'm not denying it, Grifter. I just don't know. Like I said, all my Ravagers were named Beast something, and the words Ravager or Beast did not appear in any of the log files. So that's where we're at. I don't know. Maybe I did it wrong. You heard Decked Out builds itself in 1.20? Yeah, totally. In other news, I did get a lot done yesterday. A lot of the monotonous redstone on Decked Out on Hermitcraft. We got a lot done. So yeah. So I think I'm expecting 1.20 to be out in Ziphus. We don't talk about that. It just makes me sad. I don't want to talk about it. I'm assuming 1.20 is going to come out in the first half of June at this point, like a couple weeks away. But we'll see. I would imagine sometime in June. So yeah, there we go. Does that mean card programming process? It does. Well, I didn't actually program many cards, Lord, but I did get a lot of the infrastructure in so that it's easier to program the cards. The stumble system is in, all the wiring for all the beacons is in, things like that. June 13th was the day he predicted? Yeah. What's up, JMK? How you doing? Yeah, everybody thank Dragon Man and everybody for the subs. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Okay, so like I said, I've got a list here. It's probably not even in the most logical order. We're gonna run through them and see and take notes, and if you have questions about what we're doing or suggestions or anything, then let me know. So it's all about the Warden and what makes them tick. I will start off by saying that Wardens they're not great. They're not great. They have some serious problems, basically, that we'll get into, but it takes them a long time to find you, and we're gonna try and yeah, disappointing is the word, Dead Knight. Yeah, we're gonna come up with some ideas, I think, that are hopefully going to with 1.20 features that will hopefully we'll be able to control how quickly they aggro on you, which is a good thing. Okay, the first things I want to test are traversal. My list here is such a mess, so I'm honestly not nearly as prepared for this as I should be, but I want to test the Warden walking through across various things. Again, I know a lot of the answers to these. I just want to confirm them and just make sure that they work the way I expect them to. Wardens, by the way, are 1x3. I should probably just get a one of these guys. Oh wait, they're gonna I need these guys too, because they're just gonna despawn otherwise. Okay. So yeah, they look like they're big, but their hitbox is actually really narrow, and that's intentional so that they can get through narrow passageways and stuff. So 1x3, they can fit through they could fit through that, and they could essentially fit through that, but they could not fit through that. This is coming on YouTube. It'll all go on the second channel like everything else does. Yeah. Okay, so let's get a guy in here because I already lost that one. We'll do this. I'm probably gonna need this a lot. Get my microphone in the right place here. Okay. It would be harder if they were bigger. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna go you there, you there. First thing now I want to test, and I'm pretty sure, again, I know the answer, it was on the wiki and stuff, is I want to make sure that they will walk across magma. I want to see, they shouldn't get hurt. They should just walk right across this, but this is going to prove that we can do some magma areas, which would be very interesting because the player obviously is going to want to crouch across this and go really slow, where the Warden will just run full speed right across it, I think. So let me see here. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Yeah, so he doesn't care at all. Right across. Perfect. Okay. So that's good. Yeah, now we're going to test lava. So let's do that. I want to see just like a little basic pool of lava first. Science complete. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I have a feeling he's gonna get a little stuck in there, but we'll see. Okay, so as expected, he goes in. He does not take damage, but very slow. Very slow. Clearly the player would like easily get away at this point. What is the Warden's range for darkness? We'll cover that in a second. 20 blocks though, but we'll get there. Can the Warden walk over walls? I don't believe so, but we can try it. So lava does not hurt them, but if they fall in a lava pool, they're gonna be sad. Basically, they will probably eventually get out, but I mean, I can't imagine they can walk over this. This feels like no way they're gonna walk over that. Yeah. No, they can't. Okay, so that's fine. Does the direction of the flow matter? Yeah, lol, that's... Don't get ahead of me, all right? The next thing we're gonna see is the flow of the lava and see how much that affects them, and it pushes them, I think. Walls in the floor? Well, if it's walls in the floor, they'll definitely... Any mob could walk over that. It's just a half block tall. So he's not making any progress through there. At all. Yeah. Okay, so flowing lava is like the word. Nick, thank you. Nick, thank you so much. I appreciate your ideas today and everything. Thank you for the support, Nick. So yeah, lava, it doesn't hurt them, but it really ruins their day. The horn nut sound didn't go off. I know, you're right, huh? I wonder why. I think gift subs don't go off as much or something. I don't know. Sonova Joe, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this stream. DO2 is turning out to be a crowning achievement. Toot toot. It is. I'm super excited about it. It's just at this point, I just have to get it done. Time. Gift subs have never had a horn. Okay, yeah. Well, they've had the regular subs have other noises. Test time move in comparison when they're angry as well. I think he just was angry at me, wasn't he? Grifter? Like through lava, you mean? Or can he go through a lava wall? We're gonna test that in a second. Yeah. Oh, like run speed. I see. Okay. Oh, it helps if I put the lava in. It helps if I put the lava in. Okay. 3 of these and he will be angry at me right here. Now he's probably gonna blast me. Like he would be sprinting at me right now. And he's probably gonna go 5 seconds or so and Sonic blast me in a second. There it is, yeah. I just changed that into creative so that he wouldn't blastificate my face. All right, so he doesn't move any faster in lava when he's angry. He's just like, meh. Lava absolutely destroys their pathing, which is sad. Let's test. I just want to test on the ground. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference. Let's just put a bucket like right there and see what he does now. Like, can he get across even that? Okay. Wow, he even struggles with that. He tries to swim in it. He's all bouncy. So yeah. Anything else with lava? It's pretty much the worst. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Oh, let's do the lava wall. Yeah. Let's do this, and then we'll just go up like this. I think what's going to happen here is he's going to go in there, and then he's going to where are my name tags at? And he's just going to float to the top. Whoop! Killed myself there. Okay, so he's not afraid of it, but then yeah, he just goes right in. And he just can't get through it all. And he's not even going into the hole here. He's still stuck on the first part. Come on. You can do it, buddy. Oh, yeah, I should turn keep inventory on. Good call. All right. Game rule, keep inventory. True. Okay. A lava blade. What if the wall is just 3 high? What wall? The ceiling, you mean? I don't know that that would matter. So you're saying put the lava essentially right there. Let's just do that then. I suppose it's gonna branch out. Let me get one there and there. I don't think this is gonna be any different. Same thing. Well, I guess the floor is deeper now. I see. The theory being that he may be. Let's just do that. Yeah. So he looks like he's about 2.5 blocks tall. Maybe a little bit more, 2.8 or something like that, probably. He just can't get through. Yeah. We're elsewhere. So he can't get through. Lava absolutely destroys him. What I think I can do though is I can have lava traps that appear and disappear. We'll get into that later though. So lava bad. I'm not even gonna bother testing water because I don't think I would use it. Flowing, pushing. Can they get out of a pool? Did we actually see him get out of the pool of lava? I'm not sure. I don't think he did yet. Yeah. Let's try it. Or is he stuck in there forever? Have you tried full sources? I mean, I can. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but. Okay. Okay. He gets dunked in. It's going to take a while. Like, is he even trying right now? I'm not sure. Are you even trying, bro? Like, I don't know that he's... Oh, he is. He is. Okay, so he swims a little bit. He just roared. There you go. Okay, so he can get out. He can get out. But... yeah, it's not fun. Okay. Conclusion, lava bad. Okay, pathing. Let's check some pathing stuff out here. Intermittent lava is the answer. Yeah, exactly. Acheron, if that's how you pronounce your name, I'm not sure, but yeah. Lava needs to appear and then go away. That kind of thing. Legit question, will Wardens be triggered by the jukeboxes for decked outside? We got to cover them in, we have to shield them with wool, and then they won't be. Yeah, Nick, I got that. We'll bring that in later. Okay, Warden strength. They will path to the, yeah, you're right. That's the good thing about a Warden is they will path to someone without line of sight. And we will go ahead and show that right now. In fact, let's make it the worst possible here for them. Let's make it a one wide. This is something I honestly don't know how they're gonna struggle with this, I would imagine. Let's see. All right, let's see. So in theory now, he knows I'm here. So he got out. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So his pathing isn't bad, and that was in like the worst possible one wide. Bob is solving mazes like crazy, yeah. That's actually a good point. Let's give him a dead end and see if he gets a little bit stupefied. Let's make this come over like this. Okay, kill off Bob, make a new Bob. And we will go here, see what he does now. Oh, did I leave the lava? I left the lava uncovered. Let's fix that. Okay. Now the shortest path you would think would take him into that little dead end there. Let's see if he takes it. Okay, he just roared. No, he found his way. That's pretty good. He's smarter than me. Yeah. So that's good. So he doesn't get stuck in like the most trivial of dead ends. I suspect though, like if I did something like it's all based on their 16 block pathing limitation, which is just unfortunate with the way Minecraft is. Get out of the way, Bob. Come dead. Like if this was like this, blah, 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 right? And I did some of this and made it a little bit longer. And then I moved like in a range that was right around that 16 block area. He probably would go down there and then get confused until I came in the area or something like that. No, thank you for the piece of pie. Sorry about this. Yeah, we want to talk about the Tempe vote last night. I was so depressed last night. That's all I'll say. I still am. It's the worst. Critizen Gaming, thank you. I think I pronounced your name right. You should name the Warden Egg, by the way. Oh, right. I forgot you could do that. See, this is why the smart people are here. I can just do this and go Bob the Warden. And then we don't need all this nonsense, right? Thank you. Forgot about that. Finally. Oh, the face palming. Okay. So pathing, I think we're fine. Like, I don't know that I want to. What I'm getting at is here is, you know, first of all, can the corridors be 1 block wide in levels 3 and 4? And the answer there is yes. Do I want them to be is a separate issue. I think I'm going to stick with a minimum of 2 just because, quite honestly, am I looking really red here? Are we red today? Depends on which monitor I look at. No, I'm fine. Okay. Well, someone just called me a tomato, so I assumed that's what it was. A little bit red. Let me see. I think my monitors are just totally inconsistent. Let me see if I can fix it. That better? That better? Okay. Now I feel pale, but whatever. Vexen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do. Okay, let me get that back up there. Over here, over here. Okay. Try vertical navigation as well. Stairs are slow. Oh, okay, that's a good question, John. That's a real good one. Yeah. Let's see how they do with going up, like, you know, just standard blocks like this. Doctor, thank you. 10 by. Where will these wardens wander? Hopefully right into the levels 3 and 4 decked out. Hopefully. Rose, thank you. I got those out of order there. The darkness effect is going to make this frightening, and I love it. It is going to make it pretty amazing, yeah. All right, buddy, come on up here. Can you make it? Sad. Sad. I mean, not that I would have open staircases like this, but I mean, come on, it's a straight line. Why did you turn? Wait, why? Why are you jumping off the edge? Over here this time. Wow. That's just Minecraft pathfinding there for you. It's so sad. So yeah, okay. That railings would obviously help. Yes, obviously. If there's railings, he can't fall off. Try 3 wide. I mean, the problem isn't the width of the stairs, I don't think. I think it's as soon as I go off, maybe if I stay right in the middle, he'll probably be fine. Yeah, he's fine now. Does he just drop off? He sure does. He sure does. Okay, so that's good. He jumps off of heights without any concern for himself because he knows he's got 7,000 health. Yeah, he doesn't care about drops. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Let's try. Make sure going down the stairs. And if I just do this, he's just gonna walk off the side. Because he's like, I don't need stairs. Oh, now he's gonna go down the stairs. Okay, no, there he goes. Basically just a straight line. This is where he will blast me now. Come on, buddy. Yeah, not today. Okay. Try making him swim up a lava waterfall. We already did that. He did it just fine. Yeah. Anything else with stairs? Ravager versus Warden fight? That's not even a fight. Fences will be just like walls. They won't be able to get over them, I don't think. Slabs. Oh, stairs with turns. I mean, I'd imagine it's going to be the same thing. He's probably going to fall right off. And then we'll do slab too, just to make sure that he can go up. I can't imagine that would be a problem. Is that what you mean by slabs? He's just gonna come straight at me, is my guess. Oh, he is doing a little bit of pathing. Okay, good enough. And honestly, it's fine, because again, I'm not gonna have floating staircases, so the railings will be fine. How about layers? Layers of... I mean, we just proved he can go upstairs, so I'd imagine he'd be able to just... It's basically, if he can pathfind to his destination within 16 blocks, they do it. If the target is more than 16 blocks away, they just choose a projected line in that direction up to 16 blocks away, and then they try to pathfind to that. That's the way all pathfinding works, and I assume the Warden is the same. I can't imagine they wrote a custom pathfinding system more. Are levels 3, 4 more vertical or more horizontal? That's a good question. Yeah, it's a mixture. I think levels 3, I think level 4 will probably be very horizontal, spread out. Level 3 though might be pretty vertical. I'm thinking interconnected mine shafts with tunnels over each other and stuff. I want a lot of like, oh, did I not? That guy was named, wasn't he? Why did that guy just despawn? Oh, named eggs don't work. It's got to be done with a... It's got to be done with a name tag. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, level 3, I think is going to be more multi-leveled. I want a lot of, like, you're walking down a path and you see another path and you're like, how do I get up there? Like, I want a lot of that feeling. All right, let's do a little bit with slabs. What happens if the max changes, like Hazard does? What do you mean the max? Was that a typo? I'm not sure what you meant. And I want these intentionally to end on a bottom slab. Okay, good. I suppose for what we're doing, it's actually better that he's despawning for now. Oh, you're dumb. Is it because... Okay, that time he did it. And you can obviously go up them just fine. The sound of them falling is great. I love that little fast run. It's so good. Is he going to be attracted to the sounds of the redstone droppers music disc? No, we're going to use wool to cover everything up. Yeah, I mean, that is a good point. We should, just to make sure, because all this testing is for nothing if they made name tagged wardens despawn. So let's just go ahead and test that. Let's do it this way. Let's go summon warden. And then do I have any of those name tags left? I do. Okay, we're gonna forget about that guy now and come back in a few minutes and hopefully he's still there. What's up, Camera Axel? Couple ideas to test. Pathing over burning blocks. We tested over magma, and I'm pretty sure they'll run right over fire too. But we can test the fire thing. What's it called? Flint. Put him there. You go there. he just passed. He didn't even have a reason to go through that. He's just like, it's just fire. So I think we're fine there. Yeah, so they don't care about fire at all. They just walk right through it. We did lava. Ryan, you must have just got here. We spent the first like 10 minutes doing lava. Does soul sand slow them down? Good question, I suppose. Let's try. I mean, imagine it does. Imagine it does. Yeah, definitely does. Okay, so it slowed him down. Oh, I just killed Bob. You guys shouldn't have said anything. I would have went over to that guy and been like, oh, he's gone, and I would have totally panicked. See? Missed opportunity, guys. Missed opportunity. Okay. What about wither roses? Yeah, I imagine they take damage, but sure, we'll test. It did. I almost killed. Is there a way I can't kill warden? Nope. Watch this. We're gonna make this happen. Distance equals ... 10. Kill all wardens within 10 blocks. Okay, let's do Wither Roses. Though it hurts some. Plenty enough. Wardens don't like the death thing. Okay. Soul fire will not hurt him. It's fire. It's the same thing. There's only one type of fire. The sounds are great. I know, aren't they? Okay, we did traversal stuff. We did pathing. The blindness, I don't know that there's much to test, except basically a warden. It's within a 20 block radius. The effect lasts 12 seconds, and he reapplies it every 6 seconds. So... although, I think he only does it under certain... okay, so he just... oh, every 6 seconds, right. So there was a 6-second pulse there, so now it's on. There's really not much to say about it. Except... oh, do I have night vision? No. Why am I able to see so far? I thought it closed in more on you. Is it because I'm in creative? Because I have daylight? Really? I mean... I can see just as far here. Oh, now it got super dark there. At the end. Oh, it's like pulsing. It closes off to complete darkness, then it goes out to like a... I don't know. Maybe that's the way it's always been. Pebbles, thank you. Thank you so much. Will they be silenced? No. No, I want you to hear them. I want you to be in an area and know the warden is close. That's the important part. Perhaps giving player night vision at the start of the level? Nah. Yeah, I mean, you want to hear them. Shaman, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay. So, I don't know, any other questions with blindness? Obviously, multiple wardens could blind you and thus make it, like, really... right? If I put, like, a warden, you know, sprinkle a bunch of them here. I mean, I'm not going to be able to stay in survival long here, but it's going to be, like, perma-darkness. Multiple wardens is terrifying. With multiple wardens in range, does it start to sync? That's a good question. Is it a global clock, or are they each their own? Do they have their own 6-second interval, or is it just like if the global time clock is divisible by 6, now is when we do it? Who knows? I don't know that it really matters. It's synced. Okay. Minor point, but
what's happening?
We're testing the wardens.
Like 2 times 2?
No, not like that. Everyone says hi.
I say hello to everyone.
Does blindness affect Ravagers? No. Oh, wait, you said Rangers? Did you mean to say Ravagers? It doesn't matter. First of all, I don't think it will affect them because they don't actually see. They just move and they understand their surrounding. But there's not going to be any other mobs around anyways except bats. Wouldn't the wardens blast you through the wall? Yeah, that's the whole point. How will the Clank heartbeat work in levels 3-4? We're going to get there in a second. Will the darkness mess with the bottom floor's layer too? Nope. No, it only goes out 20. Their radius is only 20 block radius of the darkness effect, and level 3 will be more than 20 blocks away from level 2.
Wardens, you say?
Okay. Somehow I knew I wasn't gonna make it through the stream without this one.
Oh, these are...
oh, it's all green screen. Now it looks like I just have a dumb baseball hat on backwards. Oh my gosh. Callie! I have warden ears, believe it or not. Oh, I'm sad you can't see them. Is this the front?
I don't know. I assume that that's the mouth,
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
not the.
The ears totally green screen out though. Whoop. Callie, Chloe, can we talk about you for a minute here and how amazing you are? Thank you so much for that incredible generosity, Callie. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you so much, Callie. Callie is amazing, I know. To all the hermits. Unbelievable, Callie. Thank you so much. The Warden sound will be hearable from level 2 because the range is really high. Is that fine? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's a good question. What is the range? The only one we got now is our test guy, right? So it's a fall off. It is really far away, yeah.
See
I know, we need like
amazing horn.
background. It even green screens against my arm. That's weird. Will you need the wardens to be distracted? Nope, don't believe so. So yeah, you will hear the wardens probably, depending on where they are in level 3, there probably will be sections of level 2 where you can hear the wardens on level 3, given how far it is away. I mean, what are we like? That's like, that feels like 50 blocks. And that's quite a bit. And that's okay. That's fine. Right? Well, I mean, it doesn't cause a problem. If anything, it just gets you more scared. And that's fine. More terror, exactly. It lets you know that you're already getting close. Yeah, it plays in with the theme. So that's fine, yeah. Could bats trigger warden attacks? Absolutely, and they will, yeah. Bats will spawn, the wardens will go after them, and that's just the way it is. There's really no way around that, short of like lighting up all the dungeons super bright, which I'm not gonna do. Okay, pathing, darkness. All right, let's talk about heartbeat now. And honestly, the first note I have is what is the audible range? And it looks like it's, I mean, I'm not going to measure that, but it's about 50 blocks at least from there to there. I have no idea. Let's see. I am curious now. This is, we're on the Z, we'll say Z negative 40 to about negative 90. Yeah, it's about 50 blocks ish. I can still technically hear him here. Might even be upwards of 60 blocks. And that's fine. It has a good drop off. Yeah, so like you hear like the echoing in the distance. Yeah. What I do want to test though is I don't know how many wardens we're going to have on levels 3 and 4. I'm hoping it's more than one. If I had to guess now, I would say it's going to be 3, but I don't know. And I want to know how much noise that makes. Oh, are there? You can change the darkness pulse under accessibilities and options. Interesting. Now that I'm not going to do this, but I want to know what you're talking about there, Critizen Gaming. Oh, accessibilities. Darkness pulsing controls how much darkness effect pulse when a warden or a shrieker gives to you. Interesting. Interesting. So I could turn it off. Let me go 50% here just so I can see. I had no idea this was even a thing. Is this going to affect the range? The range looks the same. Oh, just how much it closes in on you, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter what percentage it is. I don't care what percentage, I just wanted to do less. So it stays at maximum range more, I think. So in other words, if I do 0, it should not pulse at all and stay at the max range, which so far it looks like it's doing. Yeah, so there's no pulse now at all. Okay. So that's just a, hey, hermits, please don't do that. Right? Well, I mean, I guess there is the argument of the video. Let me see. Wow, that pulse is subtle. Okay, so it's really not even getting that dark. Ow. It's really not even getting that dark. So I say it's gotta be on. You guys really think daylight makes a difference? I don't think it does, but I'll try again. Oh, it got really dark there. Yeah. Okay. So, and that'll be, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I apologize. So it's more about like when you're in a cave, it'll look more like this, which honestly is pretty terrifying. It's really like, it's terrifying for the player, but it does make videos hard to see. Now try the settings. It's weird that 20%. This is a non-linear slider. Look, 25% is right in the middle. What? That's so weird. It's like an exponential slider or something. Very weird. Okay. So now... So it's a frequency. It's a frequency with which it falls into play. It hasn't done it once yet. Right? It hasn't done it it hasn't done it a single time yet. Let's just die. It's easier. So that's kind of weird, right? Ooh. It did lightly? Okay. Either way, I think it should be on because it's a great thing. Accessibilities, darkness pulsing. Interesting. Good to know that's there, though. Good to know that's there. Definitely. I mean, if someone really complains about their videos, I can at least tell them no. Just turn that off if you need to. Okay. Could I recommend hermits adjust levels in accordance with difficulty? Nah, they would never do it. They would forget. It's fine. I am wearing a Warden beanie. Yes, unfortunately, though, you don't get to really see the Warden aspect of it because it's green screening out. But I do have a Warden beanie. It's amazing. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Any other questions with night vision? They do overlap. It looks like they sync up. We found an option where we can control how much if we want. Night vision card? No, there's no way to do that. I mean, there's night vision potions, but there'd be no way to, how would I get a potion on them anywhere in the dungeon? Will the wardens be separated? Do you mean isolated into their own areas? I don't know. Can wardens teleport? No. If I give it at the entrance, it won't last till the time they get down to the bottom, though. Unless I give them a potion that they can just drink whenever they want, but... Yeah, so the fact that this guy is still here, we're still good on the name tag, so it's just this thing that's not keeping them, and that's fine. Okay. Did you see that death message? Tango didn't want to live in the same world as Bob the Warden. Yeah, that's if you run into the void, I think. Okay, so heartbeat. We're still talking about the. Sorry, I jumped back to the blindness effect. Audible range, multiple wardens overlapping. We were talking about that. Okay, for a second there, I was hoping that their heartbeat clocks would sync up, but that doesn't even make sense because their heartbeat accelerates based on their aggro. Nice, Lomax. Nice. It doesn't seem like it's synced up to me. I'm hearing dun 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 all over the place. So I don't think this is synced up at all. So here's what I want to test though. Is we can kill off our warden now because we know our test is complete. Warden with an N. Okay. Heartbeat is individual, darkness is synced. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. I have a sound that is familiar. I added a little bit of dead time after my heartbeat sound here so that we could loop it. Because what I want to do, you guys can hear that, right? I assume. What I want to do is see how the warden's heartbeat messes with my heartbeat. And I have a feeling it's gonna be horrible. So yeah, all I'm doing is I'm playing the sound with a loop on it right now. I'm hoping, and it's so far, it seems like my heartbeat is overpowering the warden one. I will get him angry. I know I'm in creative. I know. I just want to hear their idle heartbeats first. So far, the heartbeat, I would say the game heartbeat overpowers theirs. And that's good. I mean, I think it's fine. What do you guys think? I think the heartbeat of the game overpowered it enough where I could hear it. Was I not like aware of their heartbeats or? Let me turn this off. Ah! What? Oh, I was like, what is he taking damage on? It's the weather roses. That's fine. I mean, yeah, their heartbeat, now that I think about it, is pretty muddled and pretty... You almost don't even like hear distinct feel like my heartbeat was a bit too loud. Well, it will have fall off with the note blocks. It was loud as possible here because it's just playing through an audio player. Where are we? Over here. What happens if the Clank goes max? So we can simulate max Clank by me just playing this sound. Hold on, let me close these things down. If I put this one with a loop, that's pretty much what max Clank sounds like. It's gonna be chaotic. It's intense. We're testing sounds right now, yeah, for those just joining. I don't know, maybe I'm saying it's okay because quite honestly, I really want it to be okay. The Warden doesn't interact with other mobs, it just destroys them. Wardens are attracted to, to jukeboxes. They're not attracted to an ongoing audio, but they are attracted to it starting and stopping, I think. But it's fine, we're gonna cover it with, I mean, I guess we should. Either way, there's gonna be redstone, it's all gonna be covered. It's all gonna be covered, yeah. Okay. Let's turn that off. Turn this back on. So, audible range of the heartbeat is a little bit over 50 blocks. Multiple Wardens overlapping are not synced up, nor could they be because they have different aggro. It does start to get a little muddled. We learned that their heartbeats themselves are very, like I said, muddled or very muffled. Just kind of like not as pronounced as mine, for better or worse. I'm not saying it's better or worse. And in my opinion, I know there's going to be plenty of people that disagree, but I think the game heartbeat can be played with the Wardens and their heartbeat sounds, and it's not too much of a problem. The important thing is you can still hear the heartbeat of the game and know when what your Clank is at. But we'll see. I don't know. The game heartbeat needs to be louder. It was already pretty loud there, so. What's up with the digging? That's what they do when they despawn. Okay. Will you hit an audio cap? We'll see. I mean, if it happens, it happens. And again, if we do hit the audio cap, which I don't know if it's 16 or 32, I think it's 16. It's a temporary cap. It's not like you're permanently at a cap, so it's not something to really worry about. I mean, occasionally some sounds may not play. Okay. Let's have some fun now. Do I still have it in the backlog here? Boom. Okay. This, I had my good buddy Grifter put together a little data pack for us to measure the Warden's aggro. Okay. So if you don't know, every Warden has an aggro stat that can range between 0 and 150. They start out at 0. Every time they see you, or not, I shouldn't say see. Every time they sense you in some way, they add 35 points to your score. So you'll see as I walk forward to him, it's gonna say Tango 35, or went to 35. Every second it deteriorates by 1 second. When he gets to 80 is when he gets angry and roars. So what we can do now is monitor exactly what our aggro is here on these Wardens based on different things, and hopefully this will help us with science. But it's super cool. So like, and anytime I go into creative and come back, it resets. So boom, it went to 35. I'm shifting now, and you can see it ticking down 1 per second. He's sniffing for me. And I thought sniffing is what they do when they're kind of idle. They can detect all players in a 50 by 50 block square around them, so like a 25 block radius. But I thought when they sniff someone out, it added aggro, and it doesn't. It only just makes them walk in that direction. They're not aggro at it. They're just like, what's that? And that's all he's doing right now. You can see my aggro is actually going down, but he's still kind of following me because of the sniffing. But the second I move, boom, it goes up 35. Boom, it went up another 35. And if I go again, boom, he hits 80. That's when he roars. And when he roars, he instantly adds another 30. Oh, he was supposed to. Ugh. I thought when he roared, he was supposed to add another 20 or 30 automatically. That's interesting. Or it's supposed to be plus 20. Yeah, but he didn't add 20 there. Did you see that, Dead Knight? Watch, 35. Essentially 70. 80. Roar. Nothing. I was at 118. I didn't see it go to 118. Am I reading this wrong? Tango, 34. Oh, is it? Oh, is this thing just being capped? 35. 65. Because I'm an idiot. That's why they switched. They put the higher one at the top. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay, it did. Good. Well, that's good. So basically, when he roars at you, he gets even more angry. Right. And it jumped up to 150 there. Wow. So he's super, super angry right there. Okay. Put particles on. Oh, what particles aren't? Particles are on. Okay. How much does it add up when the Warden cannot reach the player? It doesn't add up anything when he can't reach the player, crafting item, but if he goes, I think 6 seconds wanting to attack you, but he can't, that's when he uses the Sonic Blast. Yeah, 80 is always the roar threshold. So technically he could roar at a bat, right? In fact, let's see if he even notices the bat. So there's the bat. He detected it once. He detected it twice. He roared at the bat. Ah, good old C18 bat. And now bat's dead. Yeah, if you touch him, it's another 35 too. Yeah. Okay. Is there a way to prime his anger? No. But yeah, if I touch the Warden, so watch, I'll stand here. Boom. So he both sensed me and I touched him right away. And if you touch him, it's basically just like a sense. It's an extra 35. And then there's another little thing too, where like if you throw a projectile, in theory, right? If I do, give me more of these. This should be 10. So he's only aggro 10 at me, but, and this is all from the wiki. If I throw 2 real quick, then it adds the full 35. There it goes. It just jumped up to 35. So the interesting thing was, I thought throwing snowballs was supposed to... Okay, it does. It makes him go over there. But if I throw too many snowballs, he's like, hey, wait a minute. I know who's doing this. Essentially. And then he runs over and eats your face. Okay. There is no card that gives the player snowballs, yeah. If you throw from more than 30 blocks away, you get no anger, yeah. Will dropping the compass get his attention? I mean, it'll make him curious. And he will investigate, yeah. Okay. Does anger change if a snowball hits him? I don't think so. Oh, maybe it does. I don't know what I was at. Let me see what I was at. Hold on. Let me go creative, reset it. Did he go straight to 150? Straight to 150. How to piss off a warden very fast. Instant 150. Hit him with a snowball. Okay. That was great. Okay, so yeah, wardens can hear you from 16 blocks away. So, in fact, I think I had a 16 blockificator somewhere over here. There should be an orange block right here. Make treasure throwable. Create fun strategies. Interesting. Okay, so he's in there now. He can't hear me now. Not getting any sense. Still no sense here. But if I go here... Oh, my one block too short? Maybe it's one block. Maybe I measured wrong. There we go. It's that right there. Yeah, I thought I did 16 blocks away, but I must have done 17 there. Oh, because I added 16 blocks. So yeah, it is 17 blocks away. So anyways, he can detect me from here, but not from here. So it is 16 blocks. He can't get out, so he's going to try and zap me. And that goes 15 blocks horizontally, 20 blocks vertically, I believe. So he shouldn't be able to blast me. He can blast me from right here. Should be 6 seconds. I'm 15 blocks away right now. Oh, it's 16. All right, right. Sorry, I have to be here. Yep, that was it. Thank you. Yeah. I needed to be one. I forgot 15 and 16. Yeah. The instant death. Yeah. Okay. And then the 20 blocks vertically, which is interesting. So that if we make a more vertical, if we make a more vertical level 3, then that means he's going to be able to sonic boom you from a long way away. Set block, boom, boom, 19 stone. Let's see here. Hold on. We'll do it with snowballs. He should be able to hit me here with his sonic blast. Maybe I'm too high. He would have done it by now. I thought it was... I thought it was 20 vertical. Yeah, it's 20 vertical. Okay. I was definitely more than 16 blocks above him. Okay. So anyways, interesting. I just wanted to say it is different. Kill the warden. Okay. Let's see. They can hear vibrations up to 16 blocks away. They have an area that is 50 by 50. So essentially a 25 block radius around them. What's the aim of this science? We're doing all this to see how we can build levels 3 and 4 of Decked Out on Hermitcraft. If you don't know what that is, I can't explain it. It's just a lifelong project. So if I do... Hang on a second. Let's make one exactly 25 blocks. We'll put the warden. This might be plus or minus or something here, and that's fine. Let me do this, do that. Okay. And now... I just want to see, like... Can I see him sniff? Okay, so he just sniffed right there. This is probably outside the range. Should be pretty close to it though. Okay, right. So he sniffs. He can sniff me here. He can't sniff me here. So that confirms the radius. And now that sniffing again doesn't add aggro. It just, he can detect, he knows of all entities within this 25 block radius around him, square radius, if you will, if that makes sense. It is huge. And he will slowly start to path toward that location, which is great. This is going to really help. And yeah, players are more important than mobs. So if he sniffs a bat out and he sniffs a player out, he's going to go toward the player. This is huge because this is what slowly, the longer you stay, even if you're holding shift the entire time and going super slow, or standing still, the wardens will slowly encroach upon you as best they can. They, you know, when they're more than 16 blocks away, they can get caught into dead ends and stuff, but I think it's gonna be great. That's gonna help a lot. Can the sonic boom break any of the redstone? No, it doesn't break blocks, Velvet. What kind of person sniffs somebody like that? I know, right? If you crouch touch a warden, do you get it? If you touch a warden, it just adds 35 aggro. It doesn't get angry at the same time, or it doesn't get full aggro. Anger. Could a warden potentially wander into the only path forward? What does the only path forward mean? When the game is over, do you want to activate some note blocks to get the wardens to go back to the initial positions? Nope, not unless that becomes really necessary. I don't think it will. I think bat spawning will make wardens wander around automatically. I think it's just going to naturally happen. How are you going to prevent the warden from despawning? Name tag him. Yeah. For those who don't know, when you name tag a warden, they don't dig away, they don't despawn. Okay. Let's see. Heartbeat, vibrations. We did the area thing. We did the sniff, and it's not true. It does not. Sniffing does not add anger, as we just showed. We talked about the anger scale from 0 to 150. Touching him adds 35. Being sensed up to 16 blocks away adds 35. Or by double throwing projectiles adds 35. It decays at a rate of 1 second. When it reaches 80, it roars and gets even more angry. Prioritizes players over other mobs. Sonic blast. Okay. The thing I don't know a lot about is environmental noises and how much they affect the warden. Like, let's do this. Let's lay down a little minecart skedoodler here. And then I want to see how much that affects, like, me in the area. And I'm not even really sure what I'm really asking here. Like, I know he's going to be drawn toward it, but I think he's only going to go toward it in terms of, like, investigating it, right? He's going to go over there and he's just going to stare at it. But when I come in now, I'm a player, so it prioritizes it. So that's totally fine right there. So they are drawn to environmental things that could be triggered through redstone or whatever, but they're not going to be obsessed with it. Yeah, I've seen people use the machines. That's how, Bandy, that's how we started the stream. I mean, I just had a notebook playing and he just sat there and stared at it. But if I come in survival near him, he's going to forget about that and go right for me. Wardens will walk across rails, yeah. I read that in the wiki and you just saw it right there. Are you going to have skulk sensors and shriekers around levels 3 and 4 to increase the aggro? Yeah, absolutely, Queen. Oh, hi, buddy. You cannot put a warden in a minecart, no. Or a boat. So there's a wide range of things that fit under the category of distractions. Note blocks, mine carts, you know, pistons going up and down, anything like that. But I was originally like worried that was going to be a problem and I have to be super careful with everything, but it doesn't, because as soon as the player comes in, it's like priority and they forget it and they go right for you. Is my understanding correct there? Does anyone have anything to add with the distraction thing, or concerns or questions about that? Yeah, the name Warden despawned because we used an egg, not a name tag. Consistently firing pistons distracts them more. I can't imagine that's a different system. It's got to be just as soon as I walk in. They won't sniff. That's a good point, Mosul. Yeah. When they're distracted by something like this, they won't sniff. So that is bad in a sense that they won't slowly zero in on you. So we definitely want to reduce them, but so in other words, if let's kick this minecart into action here. Right, with the minecart going, he's gonna go all over that minecart. Now I'm here more than 16 blocks away. He will never sniff me out. I'm essentially safe until I get within 16 blocks. So that's a good point. It will latch onto whatever sound they hear after 6-second loop, it seems, in my testing. Okay. Yeah, like normally he would be sniffing me by now and be like, what's up? Who's over there? So if I sneak, I'll probably be able to sneak right by him. Oh, the minecart stopped. So now he's onto me. Okay. Interesting. Will there be an issue with them killing evokers? There would be an issue with them killing evokers if I was going to put evokers on levels 3 and 4. There will be no evokers on levels 3 and 4. Because they would just annihilate them. But we have other plans, which we're going to get into in a little bit, for hopefully how Clank can still make it escalating and more difficult. There shouldn't be any continuing firing. Yeah, I mean, continually firing pistons is not the problem. It's any redstone. All kinds of redstones make potential noises and stuff like that. Distractions take priority over idling. Yeah, I assume that, Dead Knight. Idling is like idling and sniffing is the last thing they do. Getting any kind of sensory input like vibrations is always going to take priority over that. Look at him! He's like, make it go. Did you see him? He started the minecart himself. That was great. He's like, come on, make it go, make it go. He wants to play. I know, totally. Okay. So that's great. Yes. Okay. Let's get into, okay, first of all, you guys probably saw this in the background. Where is it? I made this little map here. This is where we're going to actually have some fun here. I made this. I don't even remember how big it is. It's like a 70 by 70 or so. These are all three block tall walls. And what I want to test is, because this might be roughly the size of level 3. I don't know. Level 3 might be a little bit bigger than this. I just want to get a sense, and we're going to do this multiple times, right? I'm going to start on the gold over there, try to get to the chest, and get out without the warden killing me. That small? I don't know, XP. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, this is a decent sized area. Don't forget, it's gonna be vertical too. There'll be multiple levels. So yeah, we're trying to figure out like how many wardens it'll take. I think the answer is probably 1. So let's see here. We will summon him and then we will name tag him. Hopefully that keeps him around. All right, guys, want to place your bets? Can I get to the chest? Oh, yeah. We'll set nighttime, yeah. We're not going to do midnight. We'll just do this. Absolutely not. Skulk sensors have not been under discussion yet. We're gonna get to those in a little bit. Okay. And this is just the first attempt. We'll see what happens after. Oh, helps if I go into survival. You want me to turn the music off? Can even make it a little bit more ominous. Hang on. Giving him a head start here. Turn this volume down a little bit. Is there a volume slider on this? There we go. Get the full atmosphere going. Over there. All right. Now, he's been sniffing me for a while here now, so this isn't really even a fair trial. Okay, I started there. I'm gonna go basically speedrun approach here. Without sneaking, see what happens. I gotta lure him out first though. So interesting that he's not even showing up on the angerificator on the right. What am I doing wrong? Oh, because he hasn't even sniffed me once yet. Oh, the darkness makes it difficult. Whoop. Gotta go. He's definitely upset. Oh, the darkness makes it so hard. Okay, we got out. He was right on my tail. Okay, that was terrifying. You could hear him like right behind me the whole time there. That was great. Okay. The darkness, because yeah, I mean, once it's dark, you're gonna start bumping into walls and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's seriously a horror movie. Oh, this is gonna be great. Every time you succeed, add a warden. Jerks. Okay, where's the other guy? He's over on the side there. Ignoring the wardens shouldn't be a valid strat, right? Oh, absolutely. I don't want people to be able to sprint in and sprint out. So that's what we're trying to figure out here is what does it take? And a lot of this has got to do with level design. Honestly, as many walls as there are in this little test world, it's pretty much a straight shot in and a straight shot out, minus some little weaving. So this is probably not a great level design because I would have it be very non-linear. Plus there's things like hazard walls that are going to be popping up and making it more difficult and stuff like that. So there's that. Okay. All right, this dude is like right here, so we got to go. We're still going with the ignore them tactic. Now, unfortunately, this guy is still right in the final area, I think. Yep, he sure is. Gotta go. See, this is the problem. Look what I just did. Stupid wardens, that's the problem right there. I don't know that I'm gonna get past this guy. See, look at that. And I'm out. This is the concern. This is the concern. 2 wardens and I just ran right past them. It makes me so sad because it's such a fun atmosphere and just the horror feeling they're putting off. But I should not be able to just run right past them. I didn't have hazard walls up. No, you're right. But you see my point, right? Like how I just ran right past 2 of them, picked up the thing and left. With the compasses, I would have had to wait. Yeah, this is an optimal solution for me. I agree. What if the floor is soul sand? That's, yeah, that's not fun for anybody though. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a flat level. It's going to be, I guess I would argue though that like, even if it was more twisty and windy, does that really give an advantage to the, because it's harder for the player to navigate, but it's also harder for the what do you call it, the warden to navigate as well. So I don't know that more twisty and windy is necessarily harder. Make the terrain black concrete? No. Some dead ends definitely would help, yeah. I agree. There's no dead ends on this level, and that's what's allowing me to just hit a wall and keep going. Verticality will definitely give more, especially if you come in on like, because they're, you know, we say level 3, but if level 3 has 2 or 3 layers and you come in on the top layer of level 3, you know, and you have to fall down some holes or go down little mini staircases or something like that, and like they're going to be sniffing you out and stuff all along, so that'll definitely help too. I could put the isolating the wardens, and we talked about this with Ravagers too, right? And I think arguably even more so, isolating the wardens is even more detrimental because they can sniff you from so far away, and to isolate them, we're taking that ability away from them. What's up, Sacred Lotus? How you doing? Trying to read everything. You guys have got so many things to say. Dead ends won't make that much of a difference once the player starts learning the map. I think with the darkness effect, though, you'll accidentally find... Like, it was pretty hard for me to navigate with the darkness effect there. Yeah, anyone suggesting, like, adding note blocks or noisemakers or stuff like that, I don't want it. That's too... No, it's just lame. That's not what I want to do. And it's not going to affect anything anyways, because like we said, once they get aggro on the player, they don't care about noisemakers. I can't give them any kind of potions or something like that because they're anywhere. I'd have to distribute them all across the level and hit them with it, and that's like impossible. So let's add another one, I guess. You need some random lodestone locations. Yeah, I acknowledge that, you know, yes, I know I'm going to the far corner here, but there's also going to be cases where people like they see the compass and they're like, I think I know which one that is, right? Okay, so there's 3 now. I definitely don't want to make them silent. Hearing the wardens is the fun. Knowing they're there and that anticipation, that's what's great. Hey, I'm not against some patches of soul sand noises. Yeah, I thought you were saying make the entire floor be soul sand. That's too much. But you're right, little traps, soul sand, magma block floors, all that stuff, right? Because magma does the exact same thing, right? It doesn't slow you down, but it forces you to slow down. Hazard will definitely make it a difference, especially if you go in one way and you try to come out that way. And by the time you come out, it's already closed. Like, that would be great too. All right, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. See, I'm not even on anyone's sniff radar yet. Like, that guy just started getting angry at me. I got one guy who's angry at me. Oh, it might be more than one, actually, at this point. And I'm like, I'm not even sprint jumping really here. Like, it's just easy. Hi! Why don't they aggro you? KC, it's because of it's all the signs we talked about of how their aggro system works and how they have to build up to 80 aggro and stuff. It's why Wardens aren't really a threat compared to Ravagers. You turn a corner, you see a Ravager, the Ravager's gonna run right at you. Period. You turn a corner, you look at a Warden, you can sit there and you can jump up and down. You can even punch them, like, and they take too long to aggro you. Make dead ends. If you use capital letters, I'll agree more to it. Anyone, if you really want to get your point across, just use all caps. I'll listen to it right away. Make the mods happy too. Hi, Noises. How you doing?
I think I just saw Noises twitch.
Yeah. So, all right, we have guys, relax with the caps. So we've pointed out some of the very much shortcomings of Wardens, right? Right. I can come in here in survival, find a Warden. Oh, there's a Warden right here. Oh, hi, friend. Oh, okay. I guess I can't punch him. He doesn't like it when I punch him. Let's try that again to prove a point. 150 anger. Boo! Get out of here. Okay. So good. You can't punch him. But I could walk over to him, right? Hi. 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 Running. Hi. Still here. And then leave. Right?
You didn't punch him in the face.
No, I didn't punch him in the face that time.
But he still killed you.
He did. That's what he does. He tries to do. So, that's the part that's disappointing. We're gonna have to design a level that is harder to navigate for the players. So, like, let's talk about, maybe there's... What can we do? What corridors can we make or something that the Warden can walk through but the player can't? Like with Ravagers, it was easy to do this because we could make some stuff that was too wide for the player to get across. Fire. Yeah, fire is a great one. That's a good point. Yeah. So right? Any corridor that's like 2 wide, 3 wide, it doesn't matter. That's a perfect one, actually. Flint and steel. We can even just like make it a couple. You can make it a couple wide like this. So now you have a very simple path that the Warden can get through, that the player could, but won't, right?
Do the Wardens have a lot of fire resist gems that they're wearing?
All the fire resist gems. Yes.
Do they wear that right in their chest piece?
Yes.
Or is it an amulet that they're wearing?
They have all the loots. Yeah. playing a little too much Diablo. Lava doesn't really work. We figured that out at the beginning. I mean, it doesn't hurt them, but it completely messes up their navigation, where this does not at all. So that's a really good point. Anything else? Yeah, I could put dispensers below these, right? You can do that, right? I think. Noises. Thank you for a piece of pie. Spaghetti Stone and riled up chat. Just 2 services saying it was provided. Hey, anything for you, Noises. If I understand correctly, right? If you put a dispenser facing up on the bottom of a block with a flint and steel on it, right? Doesn't it still skadoodle it? I think. I'm sure the answer is yes, but oh no, it doesn't. So I thought it did that for some reason. Why am I thinking it did? Is it Netherrack does that?
Yes. I need more Diablos.
Something does that. Am I crazy? Soul Sand would do it because it's not a full block, probably. Sorry. She's like, oh, is it fire charges that does it? I'm not crazy. Something does this. No? From the side? Oh, is it because I turned fire tick off? Did I have the wrong soul sand? Is that not what I had? Oh, okay. Is it just me, or wasn't this a thing? No? I know if I put it above. I know if it's like obviously there, it's gonna work. I'm trying to do it in a way where you can conceal them. Used to be a thing, then they changed it. Okay. There you go then. I know it was a thing. That makes me sad. What?
You know what I got today?
What did you get today?
Store?
What?
Pretzel rolls. Do you know why?
Why?
We're gonna have pulled pork on pretzel rolls.
That sounds
for
delicious.
dinner tonight.
I can't wait. That sounds pretty good, actually. So good. Nom 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 nom. Does it work with powdered snow? Don't care, because there's no way I'm putting powdered snow on level 3 or 4. That would be super cringe. Okay. What else besides fire? Donos. Bandy, thank you for the biddies. Just want to say how great you're putting up with all our crazy comments. There's been a few. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but you know, it's fine. Riley, thank you. This insta-kill, a Warden, gives slash potion, custom effect, amplify. What is ID6? Is that harming or something like that? Yeah, I mean, it's hit him with a uber splash. I could also just do slash kill. That's easy too. Thank you, Riley, for the piece of pie. And wash your hands. This is the same issue you had with speedrunning level 1. The answer was adding keys. You also said you were adding different keys. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. If you're trying to get through level 3, there is a key you have to get on level 3. Just like levels 1 and 2. So really the only level that this doesn't apply to is level 4. Yeah, good point, wash your hands, yeah. Nerdicorn, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you guys. Just more wardens. So, I mean, you can always add more wardens, right? But we agree that at some point, adding more wardens, it's you're going to be flooded with too much noise, and you're always going to be blind, right? You're just going to be blind the whole time, and you lose that sense of like, oh, there's a warden here, you know, or that kind of stuff, right? It's just going to be constant barrage of wardens, and at that point you have to sprint. Wither Roses hurts them.
5th level?
No. I can't even get 3 and 4 done. Why would I do a 5th level? No. Could you shoot a fire charge to top a slab from? Oh yeah, probably. Default boy. That would, I suppose, would be a way to kind of hide it. Yeah, shooting them down from the ceiling. Yeah, but at the same time, if I'm trying to make a corridor that I don't want players to go through, but I want wardens to go through, done. And just leave it on. I mean, the players can come by and punch it, I suppose, but I don't think they will, and I'll make sure they don't. And if they, I mean, magma doesn't prevent them from getting through though, Dead Knight. I mean, they can just shift and get through there, right? Magma. Shift is slow, yeah, it slows them down. This just in, Tango's building a 5th level. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be done in December or something like that. The fire will burn out. The fire won't burn out. We have fire take off
It'll be holiday level with snowmen.
Yeah, all the wardens will be wearing fuzzy slippers and ear bunny. Yes! No. Can you imagine how great that would be? Santa warden chasing you around. That'd be amazing. Any other, just so I don't have to use.
It's called Deck the Halls Out.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Wasn't mine.
No, okay. Any other ideas?
You want me to leave?
Maybe.
Alright, I'll go pick up a kid from school. Whatever.
Any other ideas
They love me.
besides a fire corridor? Fire corridor is perfect, don't get me wrong. That would be just for variety. That would allow the warden to get through. I mean, I could just do lava, but they're gonna get super slow. Cobwebs would stop the warden too. I could put a visible, like, if you go down this corridor, it will generate Clank kind of thing. Maybe. Campfires, I suppose. Magma will slow them down, yeah. Like, fire will, they're not going to go through the fire. That's the perfect one. Magma blocks, I still think they would, if it's a short path, they're going to take it. What I'm looking for is a way to make it so that the wardens can navigate through the level much easier than the player, right? The player's got to go around this thing maybe, but the warden could just go right across kind of thing. That would help. Campfires would work, yeah. Can you shift on a campfire? I don't even know. I hope I'm in survival. You still take burning, yeah. Okay. So campfires would work, yeah. Doesn't look all that great though. A bowl of boiling cheese. That's not a thing I was expecting to hear. A burning bridge. Don't burn your bridges. Fire is the best option, I think, yeah. You could do cactus too, yeah, they will walk on cactus, I think. Pit carpet over a campfire? Oh, put carpet? Doesn't hurt me though, so. Can't do berries because that would be too much food, obviously. Wither Roses hurts them. We tried that already. So it looks like fire is the best and kind of the only 100% one, which is fine. Chimera, thank you for the gift subs. Honey blocks will slow down the player and the warden too. So we're looking for something that affects the warden, but not the player. And fire is the right answer, I think, which is fine. Okay. Lava, we tried that. It slows them up way too much. They completely get stuck in lava. They have no idea what to do. All right, so let's get to some of the cool stuff with 120 now. And this is hopefully the part that's going to make you guys a little excited. So the problem with wardens, right? that we just demonstrated is they sniff you out from 25 blocks away, but they don't really start getting angry at you until you're 16 blocks away. And by the time they see you they sense you 3 times within 16 blocks, you're kind of gone, right? They're lazy jerks. Yeah, Winter, let's just cut to the chase. They're lazy jerks. So what we want to do, the ideal situation is, wouldn't it be great if we could increase the range at which they could detect you? Okay. So maybe they could detect you from 32 blocks away, maybe farther, to the point where they're actually building aggro to you from across the dungeon. That would be interesting. That would Coffee Chunky. Oh, hi Tango. Oh, and Mrs. Tango. Yay, pie. DNR. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we could definitely make that happen. Coffee, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk about calibrated skulk sensors. We're gonna do a little bit of science because I don't know all the answers here, honestly. We're gonna want some shriekers. And yeah, let me turn off we got the heartbeat going still. Boop. Let's get this going back on here. Okay. So the 120 science, and I did not, again, all credit due because the guys on the Patreon server have helped me out a ton with this. It's kind of been our joint idea that we've been working on. And I don't even know all the things there is to know about calibrated skulk sensors. I don't know if they send a signal 16 blocks away or if they listen up to 16 blocks away, or maybe their dust doesn't matter because it's the same net result. But let's see here. What if we do -Z, set block, boom, 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 -15, calibrated skulk sensor. Right now, shouldn't these, again, I'm a complete noob with these, so shouldn't these be relaying one to the other? Isn't that how they work? Oh, do I need an amethyst block? Is that it? Oh, see, I don't know how this works. Amethyst relays. I should know this and I don't. I don't think you don't have to calibrate them, do you? The calibrated sensors only detect what they pick up.
Now give me the beat.
The regular block, not the butted one. You're saying if I put this next to it or something? Aha! That rings a bell. Okay. Okay, thank you. I knew it was something like that. Okay. So now you can see like that signal is being sent all the way down there. So watch what happens if I do this. It's not working. Oh, do I need to get the thing on this one too? Shouldn't this work? It's not doing it. Okay. Well, hold on. It doesn't matter what direction those go in, does it? Like the amethyst block can be on any level, right? So in theory, this should bounce. Oh, did I not go close enough? Why is that not? Did I go into adventure mode? Not that that would matter anyways. No, they go 16 blocks now. This should work. Dun, 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 dun. 16 block radius, so it's actually that was way closer than 16 block radius though. Hang on. I just want to get the chain set up first. Petrus, thank you. 37 months. I'm sorry I missed it, Petrus. You're amazing. I'm glad, Petrus. I'm glad you can find other people too. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Petrus. Yeah, I know it's chaining now, but like sometimes it chained there, not there, chain there, chain there, not there. It's a skulk sensor delay. The 1 second. Okay. And these are obviously just too far apart. So let's just add another one here. It's gonna be a mess, but that's fine. What I want to be able to do is ding the one like way over there. Okay, it looked like. I wish I had zoom. I can't see if it's going all the way over there. Let's get a warden over here now. That was amazing. That's amazing right there. Here we go. I just aggroed a warden from 50 blocks away. Aggro net. Exactly, Doc. That's it. All right, so here's the idea. I'm gonna see if I can explain this because I'm obviously flustered already by how this science works. The idea now is if we call each one of these like a node, right? And there's a lot of different ways we can go yet. There's still a lot of stuff being decided, but essentially one way we could go is imagine these things all already individually generate Clank, right? With the standard, like, you know, and there's some wool that goes in between here, right? To make these sometimes not be on and stuff like that, right? This is obviously a very crude representation of it, okay? But imagine also if there was like wool between the links here. Again, these would be like more straight lines and stuff like that. But if there was wool in between these links here, and now imagine every time you generated Clank, that we start to slowly grow a network of these things and have them start connecting together. Yeah, we could actually just pull the amethyst out. You're right. I didn't even think of that. That's better than blocking it with wool. Right? If you did something like this, right? Right, so that would be active. They would all start like this. And then as they generate more Clank on that level, randomly, and I don't know what the rate would be yet or not, some of these pistons start extending. And now what you get is a network of these calibrated skulk sensors that the longer you stay down there and the more Clank you generate, the farther the wardens can gain aggro on you. So when you first get down there, it'll be like 16 blocks. But at some rate, I don't know. Like, how amazing is this? Because you saw, right? You saw just the satisfaction of this. Boom. Look how far away I am. I mean, he's already aggro on me. Like, if we made this network connect throughout all of level 3, you'd be dead. You'd be dead in no time. So this is the game changer. Yeah. If I put these throughout all of level 3, it would be too impossible. But, and this is what I keep saying on the Discord server, is like, this is a dial. Now, this is a dial that we can turn. We can basically say, turn the dial all the way down. In other words, turning the dial all the way down is these guys almost never extend. It's super rare. Or we turn the dial all the way up to death mode, and essentially they're just extending all the time. If you spend 30 seconds on the level, they're all extended, and now you have a fully interconnected hive mind network of the wardens. All the wardens can detect you from anywhere on the level. This is what's going to turn it from being stupid wardens into crazy death wardens. I love it. I love it. So I gotta think about some science here. You know, do I want these? I think it would be easiest if these were in some kind of grid fashion here. Like, Tango Trolls, thank you for the $2. Can you waterlog the skull sensors to make them silent? Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, you could before. And you can actually also waterlog shriekers now too, so that they are silent, and that is something new, I believe, right? Let me double check that because I haven't tested this yet. Oh, gotta take the wool out of there, of course. Yeah, silent shriekers. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Okay. So then the question is, once I design level 3, how do we want to like lay these out? Do we want, you know, this is, you know, obviously these would be like maybe 16 blocks apart or so. Say that's 16 blocks. I don't know if it is or not. It probably isn't. Let's see. Good guess. You know, do we want to start having them be like, I don't think I want to connect all of them because that would be too much. And I definitely don't want to cause a loop, Lith and Jenkins, either, because that would be too much either, right? Again, this is a dial that we have to turn. We want it to be fun. We want to encourage stealth, but also haste. We want to discourage blasting through the dungeon. We have these goals in mind. So we don't want to just kill the player every time, right? If we wanted to kill the player every time, that would be easy. I would just put 7 wardens down here and interconnect all of these and they'd be dead. A grid seems the easiest and the cleanest. You know, and then all I've got to do is put a piston on these guys, you know, like this. And how they interconnect, I'm not sure yet. Like, I don't know that I want a complete web of connectivity. I might want to go like in lines or something. In other words, what is the most maximally connected web of calibrated sensor nodes? I don't think it's all of them, and that's something we're gonna have to play with. But I'm excited. I'm excited because I think that is gonna really be a game changer. A snowflake pattern, yeah. So maybe everything goes into the middle, Johnson. I think the design of the level is going to be ring and spokes. There's going to be something in the middle that is like a big open area. Like I'm thinking like a quarry or something. And I want the point of that to be like, you can see all the different levels and different tunnels popping out, but then they go out into kind of like a snowflake or a ring and spoke, you know, kind of circular, you know what I'm saying? Snowflake design. Volcano pick. Yeah, it might be. The way you get to level 4 might be down at the middle of that. I'm not sure yet. I think that might be fun. This is 120, yeah. Would there be a card to turn off, block some of the sensor art? Sensor, I'm not sure what you mean there. No, and her, oh, Ray. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I wasn't planning on having a card to disable. I mean, short of just, you know, again, there's the, you know, what's going to cause this to extend. Right now I'm thinking Clank, right? Because we can't have evokers on levels 3 and 4. So this kind of replaces it, which is really great. Because if we couldn't put evokers on level 3 and 4, then there was no penalty for generating Clank other than when I have to go back home, it was going to be tough. But now with this, the penalty for Clank is the wardens get smarter or more sensier, if you will, which is pretty cool. And this is in addition to hazard and everything still, with walls closing off and stuff. So I think it's good. Absolutely, Johnson. Yeah. Clank unless she'll make Clank go up, making evokers. Delta Strike. Yeah, that's a good question. That's something that we were actually just discussing today is, if it's still one Clank system, then, and you got to ask, does it work both ways? Does Clank generated on levels 1 and 2 start already interconnecting the web of nodes here before you even get here? I'm leaning toward yes. And does it work the other way? Does Clank generated on 3 and 4 raise the global Clank such that you might get evokers on the way home? I think it's all one system. I think it's all one system. Obviously, we got to control the raids and turn dials and stuff like that. But now, if you're like, oh, I'm trying to get to level 3, you know you're going to level 3. You know you're going to level 4. If you start generating a ton of Clank on levels 1 and 2, you know in the back of your head, you're like, oh, these Wardens are going to be so difficult even when I get there, which is great, right? You need to know that consequences throughout affect. So I think it's gonna be great. It is easier for players to understand. It is going to be a little bit tricky for players to understand because we're having to teach them now the consequences of Clank mean 2 different things depending where you are. Like, previously before it was Clank has no effect until you get to the maximum, in which case the spirits of the dungeon, the Vex, come out and kill you. Done. So Clank was something you could kind of balance and you wanted a little bit of it and it's fine because it didn't hurt you. Now, all Clank has an effect for levels 3 and 4. It's like a different penalty system. Same generation, different penalty. But I think that's okay. How do you plan to indicate to the player how connected the system is? That's a good point, Stubblefish. That's a really good point. I'm glad you mentioned that. And that's something that is actually a little concerning because, you know, we still have the audio. We've concluded, I think, in the stream that the heartbeat is still okay for levels 3 and 4. So I still want to have the heartbeat running for level 3 and 4. So they will have to know that a higher heartbeat implies a more, like, I'm not going to tell them about graph connectivity theory and stuff like that, but I'm just going to say the Wardens get smarter. The Wardens can detect you from farther away the more your Clank goes up. If your Clank gets close to max, the Wardens are going to be on you, like, right? So, and I think that's easy. That's easy to explain. Will Clank for level 3 and 4 be generated in easier level compasses? Yeah, probably. Not that it matters because you're not going to go down there, but the system's just going to still work. So yes, Clank generated in levels 1 and 2 will be sent down to levels 3, and yes, Amethyst will be being put into place even if you don't go down there. So what? I mean, who cares? But it's easier to just make it happen than it is to try and make a smart system that stays aware and stuff like that. Do the crystals work under the floor? Yeah, I assume so. Little Miss Repo, absolutely. There's going to be a complete comprehensive video how to play decked out too, and it's probably going to be broken. It's probably going to be a longer video. That's probably like the first 4 minutes will be here's what you really need to know to play the game, and then the next 10 minutes will be here's all the details if you really want it. I think that's how I'm gonna do that video. I don't want to make it a 30-minute video. No. Are you gonna wait with building levels 3 and 4 until 120 comes out then? Nope. We're getting started on levels 3 soon. I haven't started designing it yet, but that's happening this week, I think. What's stopping people from sneaking the whole level? Hazard, really? Hazard is about it. Hazard is the slower you go, the more hazard you generate, so the more difficult it'll be. But yeah, you could sneak the whole level. But I mean, once you see a Ravager, you're not gonna sneak. So. Yeah, I think 120 is going to be out within a month. Will Hermitcraft update to 120 after release? Yeah. I mean, once all the mods are out that we need and stuff, yeah. So that's the part I'm really excited about. I still have to, of course, design levels 3 and 4 and then figure out how this dynamic network of detection things work. You know, for instance, are these the things that actually generate Clank, or are these just here to be part of a Warden detection system and they're separate ones that generate Clank? And then do the ones that generate Clank then just create the connectivity in this graph, or does this self increase it? I don't know yet. These are questions I have to figure out and stuff, but that's fine. It's not too worried about it. But no matter how big our level is now, if we want, we can make all Wardens detect you from the other side of the dungeon, which is absolutely bonkers. Professor Popper, thank you. Been a long time lurker since the Mixer Beam days. Here's some pie for your troubles. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here since Mixer. Did you see the tweet with the Nether Warden ribcage? I did, yeah. And it's a good idea. I like the idea of having a central, I don't know if I like the heart, but I like the idea of having a central thing that is the heart of level 4. Absolutely, yeah. What else did I want to test here? Hang on. Calibrated self sensors, amethyst for relaying the signals. We tested going from sensor to warden. We know that works. I wanted to test, I'm pretty sure this will work, but I want to test from sensor to shrieker. So let's see, I could just do that. I'm pretty sure it's all the same, right? Yeah, it just happened there. So shriekers are also detected. If we wanted to, we could generate Clank from 30 feet away. You know, who knows? That's interesting. that actually gives me ideas, is that if we wanted to, we could have one shrieker that generates the Clank on level. Well, we'd have to have a pretty highly connected graph though. Never mind. But you wouldn't hear it too, yeah. But I could just have all signals go into that one thing. You wouldn't hear it, and you'd have to start with a really highly connected graph and stuff too, so that's not great. Anyway, random ideas. The other idea that I'll talk about that we've been tossing around, I've been thinking about, is all the hazard you're generating on levels 1 and 2 is still going to make the dungeon, the level 3 and 4 be harder to navigate. But I think I'm liking the idea that some corridors you could reopen on levels 3 and 4, but at the cost of generating Clank or at the cost of taking a lot of time. I think that's going to add an interesting, I know what's behind here and I don't want to go all the way around, so maybe I'll do a little mini game thing or something to unclog the passageway. And maybe it actually generates some Clank, or maybe it's just time, and I know time is my enemies when the wardens are sniffing me out. By generating Clank, do you mean Clank or aggro Clank? Well, Dead Knight, I don't even know the difference between the two yet, so I don't know. I don't know if those are one and the same or not. Do you have any puzzles planned? I don't right now, Petrus, but I want to add them. That's the kind of thing I've been putting off because of time. I don't know. I honestly think, like Decked Out 1, puzzles will be something I add afterwards, be a DLC on all the levels. Exactly, noises, yeah. Puzzles are fantastic. Yeah, I want to get them in there. Hey, diamonds? Yeah, I don't need diamonds. I don't care about diamonds. Each time Clank is generated, randomly pick a node, randomly choose to toggle it. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much the idea. Amicus. What about high reward levels? Room that only opens with high max Clank in one of those levels. I mean, maybe you have to intentionally raise your Clank to get in there. Yeah, noises. That's a good analogy, and that makes sense. Will wardens follow grid with obstacles wall in play? I don't know what you mean by follow grid. They're gonna navigate the dungeon. Do you worry if season 9 will end before it can be done? I mean, it's season 9 is not ending anytime soon for anyone who thinks it is, but obviously this game is taking a long time, and I also want 2 or 3 months to play the game as well. So. But I don't think there's any situation where the hermits are going to say, hey, you invested a year of your life into making this. Let's end the season now. Womp womp. But Scar said, I know, but Scar said. I think we might be done. That took 2 hours. So the takeaway, there's a lot of takeaways. I'm still not 100% certain how to generate what type of map to make, but I am a little bit assured that no matter what type of dungeon we make, we can turn the dial of network connectivity to adapt to that dungeon to make it difficult. If that makes sense. In other words, if I get the dungeon level wrong, the design of the dungeon level wrong, it's too easy or too hard, then we can dial or we can increase or decrease the network connectivity of the sensors to compensate. A vertical maze would play the Warden strengths. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do Wardens. We're definitely gonna do vertical. Can we get a sneak peek of the new cards? You know, as a little treat for being such a good audience. Oh, I can't log into Hermitcraft. I have to load a whole new game. Yeah, I'd have to load the game all over and stuff. And I'm trying to think. I don't even have them ready to go. You can hear about. We'll talk about some cards. Okay, how about that? How about that? I think there's like 41 or 42 cards, which is a lot. We're introducing a new, before we had all the cards, we're going to be rarity based, common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. I'm adding a new, and that's represented in the border color. I'm adding a new color that isn't really rarity, but I wanted to distinguish the cards that you buy with crowns outside. So they're going to have like a yellow border now, I think. Just so it's very obvious that this is not a card that you paid embers for, you paid crowns for it. Just to help further emphasize when you see it, you're immediately like, oh, okay, that's one of those. And there's currently only 3 of those, but I plan on making more. The max deck size is 40 cards total. Obviously there's only 27 slots in a shulker. So if you want to hit that 40, you got to double some up. And then when you have permanent cards, that also permanent cards, you can only have one of. The other thing I'm adding too, because now it's previously the rule was just like, oh, you can have up to 3 cards of any kind in your deck. And then that rule started getting a little bit more complicated. So the rule right now is permanent cards, you can only have 1. Legendary cards, you can only have 1. Common cards, I think I'm going to allow you to have 5 because I think they're not that powerful, and I think you're going to need to be able to stack up to 5 of those when you're in the early mid game of deck building, and then you'll start pulling them out as you get more cards. So I think that one's going to be 5, and then everything else is 3. So now that it's not trivial and there's like this rules, I think in the little corner of the card I'm going to put a number that says how many of that card you can have in your deck. So then it's right there. I think that'll help. Can cards still break? No, that's gone. That's long gone. How do you feel about the Arizona Coyotes? I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it because I'm going to go cry. Will there be permanent legendaries? Yes. There are currently 5 legendaries. 3 of them are permanent cards. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Let's see. What's one of the cards I like? Fuzzy Bunny Slippers is a good one. Fuzzy Bunny Slippers is the ultimate Clank blocker. Because, you know, Fuzzy Bunny Slippers, you're quiet. Fuzzy Bunny Slippers, you block 4 Clank. It's a permanent card, okay? You block 4 Clank every time you unlock new staircase, which is a lot. So now you're blocking up to 12 Clank with 1 card. The downside is you cannot get run speed if you have an artifact in your possession. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. It's still probably worth it, but for people who are really focusing on run speed decks, you're probably not going to want it. Is that an ultra rare? It's one of the most expensive rares. Yeah. Will potatoes break the system? Yes. Yeah, that card's going to be said in epic voice. Fuzzy Bunny Slippers. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. What is a permanent card? Good question. So a permanent card, for those that are fairly new, is a card that is processed immediately when the game starts, and whatever the card does, its effects are kind of active throughout the entire game. A lot of them are basically like, if this happens at any time in the game, then this happens. Those are permanent cards, or things that give you something right at the beginning of the dungeon. That kind of stuff. Are ethereal cards processed first? No, ethereal cards are processed. They go into your playability deck. They count as a card in your deck once everything is shuffled and everything. The only difference is when they are when they're played, you don't get them back. Permanent cards are not read aloud, no, because it doesn't make sense, because you know they're all going to be played, and because you're riding the minecart ride when they're being processed. You want a Fuzzy Bunny Slippers decked out t-shirt? Coming up, Winterflake. Coming up. I always say Winterflake, I'm sorry. I'm just calling it Winter. It's only been like 9 years. I think I'd get it by now. Yeah, please note, yeah, what Dead Knight said is ethereal cards are not destroyed just by you putting them in your deck. You only lose them if they are played. So in other words, if you have an ethereal in your deck and you finish the run or die before that ethereal card is played, you still get to keep it. Yes, there will be an epic. Oh, you're right. There won't be an epic voice because it's permanent. You're right. Oh, so yeah, Fuzzy Bunny Slippers won't be announced. How sad. What's another one? We have the concept of haste. I think I've mentioned this before, where you can there's one card, it's just called haste, that speeds up the time that cards are drawn for the rest of the game. Actually, it's a permanent. Sorry, you get one of those. So if you have that in your deck, you will process cards like 15% faster, which is kind of interesting. Eyes on the prize. It generates some Clank and some Hazard. But you will get an extra card available for purchase in the Frost Ember shop. I think that one's going to be an interesting trade-off. Do I want to make the game harder at the cost of, or at the benefit of, having more options when the game is over? It is rare, yeah. Any Swift Sneak card? I don't know what that would mean. I mean, the enchant? No. So up to +5? No, it's not a common. Did I say common? No, it's a rare. Oh, +5 total? Do you mean Dead? I don't know what you're saying, Dead Knight. Sorry. Haste seems like a must-have. They all seem like must-haves. Let's see. Eerie Silence. This one's interesting. It's a very good Clank blocker and Hazard blocker. It blocks 8 Clank, 8, which is a ton, and 2 Hazard. But you skip your next card draw. So whatever the next card that would have been played, it just silently goes into the discard pile and is not processed. So you don't know what that card you just lost is. It doesn't destroy the card, but you run that risk. Any cards that give you food? Yeah, there's Pork Chop Power. That's a permanent card that gives you two cooked pork chops at the beginning of the dungeon. Swift Sneak makes a lot of sense. I mean, through gameplay it makes sense, but how am I gonna? I'm not gonna. It's not exactly easy to get pants with Swift Sneak on it. You want me to get like 300 pairs of pants with Swift Sneak on it? What cards are artifact dependent? Let me see. There's only 2 right now. Well, I guess if you count, yeah, Fuzzy Bunny Slippers. I have one card slated that I haven't finished yet that the trigger will be when you acquire your artifact. I haven't figured out what the conclusion is. And then one of the legendaries triggers off of you picking up an artifact as well. Why was the 5% destruction chance scrapped? Because I think it just makes players too angry and frustrated for something that they have no control over. It has its benefits. I understand why I originally wanted that in the game, but I think the negatives outweigh the positives. It's super frustrating to finally get your amazing card that you've been working so hard to get, and then next game it's just destroyed. How will you prevent the Wardens on levels 3 and 4 from killing evokers on the level? There will be no evokers on levels 3 and 4. What do legendaries do that rares don't? Just cooler stuff. I will say this: there's 2 legendaries that Like, I don't want to give away what they do, but it's like every remaining card that you play for the rest of the round gets X. So it very much encourages large decks. You know, you don't want to have you're not going to have that in your deck when you have like 10 cards anyways, but yeah, legendary should make you build exactly. I know, Noises. I was thinking the same thing. What is my favorite card? My favorite card is Nimble Looting, and I'm not going to tell you what it does. There's oh wait, I'll tell you guys a good one. Where is it? Reckless Charge. I don't know how some of these I've told you or not. Reckless Charge is an interesting one because it's one of the few cards that makes you react to when it's played and do something different, which I really like. I want more of this. Reckless Charge is if you trigger a Shrieker within 12 seconds, you get a whole bunch of Frost Embers. So when you hear that card played, you have to immediately go and attempt to make Clank and run toward a Clank generator. And if you do, it's a reckless charge into the dungeon, essentially is what it is. So that one's kind of got that trade-off. When you hear that card played, assuming you have the card in your deck because you're willing to take that sacrifice, you want to go find a Shrieker as fast as you can. Will it work if you block the Clank? Absolutely, yeah. If you have 3 Clank blocked and you hit the Shrieker, yeah, you still triggered a Shrieker. So again, you could want to build, if you want to have like 3 reckless charges in your deck, but then have a heavy Clank blocking deck to prevent that penalty. That's a great strategy. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting. I mean, I've spent probably 30 hours on these cards. I hope they're good at this point. I hope they're good at this point. Yeah. How long do you want the average run to go for? I'm shooting, and this is a rough estimate, but 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes per level is what I'm estimating. I could be vastly wrong. I think some levels, if you get lucky and get a key right away, it'll be 90 seconds. You'll be through that level. But I think that sometimes it's going to depend on keys. For the Blackstone mine, I've thought about using soul torches, lantern flames. Yeah, we're going to use lanterns. Genward. Lanterns for the primary light source, I think. What card has your favorite art? I don't know. I haven't seen all the final art yet. I think Second Wind is pretty good because it looks like he's stopping to take a poop. So that's kind of fun. Does Reckless Charge go off? Sorry, it scrolled off. Clank generated or triggered? That's Jimmy, I can't pronounce your name. It goes off. That's why it explicitly says trigger a Shrieker. It doesn't say generate Clank. If you trigger a Shrieker within 12 seconds. Are you done testing Wardens? Yes. Barbarian Lockpick? Yeah, Noises. I actually had a card called Lockpick and I changed it. I think there's something better that people are going to like even more. But then I've also been toying with the idea, Noises, of just like any door. If you want, you can open the door immediately by generating 3 Clank. If you're just like, I'm done. I don't have a key. I need to get through this door. You could smash the door down by generating Clank. The only reason I haven't done that is more redstone work, quite honestly. I think it'll be fun to do that, but it's also anytime I do something like that, I always get concerned about people who are just going to always do that. Like, I don't want that to be the decision, is just speed run through and smash all the doors down. Barbarian deck coming. Yeah, exactly. Is there a brown pants card? I don't know. All of them are eventually. Yeah. What's up, Sonar? How you doing? Is there a way to get a key at the start of the run? Maybe. All right, we'll talk about this one. Yeah, we have a new you're gonna know about them all soon enough anyways. There's a card called Keymaster. It's a permanent card. This is my most recent one, and I'm actually really excited about this. The card generates 2 Clank. Okay, so it's a permanent card, so you'll start the game already with 2 Clank. Unless you somehow had a Clank blocker that got processed before that or something, which is weird, but I guess it could happen. So you start the game with 2 Clank, and all it does is the text says a random key will be dropped at the dungeon entrance. Basically, we're going to have a dropper with some keys in it. 3 of those slots in the dropper will have keys for level 1, level 2, and level 3. But there will be more keys that it could drop as well that are probably not as desirable as the main level keys, but will provide other benefits. And we'll just leave it at that. I'm balancing the cost of that. I might need to raise the Clank on that one. I'm not sure. But the chance of you getting a key for a level that you intend to go to is already pretty slim. So it's not even guaranteed to be that great. But yeah, there may be some fake keys in there. Who knows? Or you may not know where the key goes. Maybe you have to figure it out. What is the plan for keeping track on which level the player is currently at? I don't really have plans like for that yet, Jake. One of them is Keyline Pie. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. So anyways, there's a whole bunch of other cards. They'll be coming online shortly. I have to program them, of course. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. The science is complete. I think. I don't know. We may come back to this world if there's more things I want to test. If we get new ideas. I hope this was interesting for you. I hope you guys learned some things about Wardens. About how innately they're not that great, but hopefully with what we're gonna do here, they're gonna be more interesting. I hope. I don't know if we're streaming tomorrow with Jits. It looks like we might be, but we'll see. We'll see. And other than that, I may stream Friday. You know how it is. Depends. Monday and Wednesdays are my kind of guarantees. Fridays are maybes, and I want to stream with Skiz again too. So we'll see. Do we have anyone to raid today? Do we have anyone to raid today? Hold on. Joker again. We need someone new. Any Minecraft players out there? Oh, Ray streaming? Why am I not following Ray's? Yeah, we're gonna raid Ray's. Ray's works, right? It's plural. Ray's works. Boom. Raid has been created. All right. Thank you guys. Back into my hole. Yeah, get back into the back into the hole that is decked out, and back to the redstone. I appreciate you guys for everything today. Vecro, by the way, thank you so much. I don't have time to read it, but thank you. You're amazing. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye.